So, who is my target audience? I'm going to keep all of my content basically clean, G-rated, never going to say anything inflammatory, disgusting, overly detailed in a bad way. I'm never going to call anybody out or name names. I'm never going to pick a fight. So, I gotta tell you straight up that I'm a Christian. It's a Christian channel, but I certainly do have some pretty big opinions. I think all right I can say right now is that you should read the King James Bible New Testament and get to know the real Jesus Christ, because that's the only place you can find real Jesus Christ is in the New Testament, King James Version. And you should read the Old Testament too. And I guess at some point I'm just gonna talk about my favorite snips and quotes. Basically, I could probably paraphrase a whole lot, just in today's casual terms, just because it's easier for me to say. But Jesus had to deal with bad people a lot, and it got to the point where he would get angry and just start yelling because he wasn't having an easy time. He was surrounded by people that were basically trying to snatch words out of his mouth and twist them into something he didn't intend to convey. You can read about that in the New Testament. People were plotting against him, plotting to murder him. He called them out. One thing that I never really understood was when Jesus' friends would go, "Hey Jesus, the things you're saying is too much. People can't stand the things you're saying." And I never understood what was so bad about what Jesus was saying, the way these people were putting it. Like, everything seemed perfectly palatable to me. So, I guess that's what makes certain people different from other people. So there's a lot of people that are going to tell you they're Christian, but the things about them just say they tell a different story. For one thing, in the book of Jeremiah, God tells people to not make Christmas trees, although that word wasn't around, but Christmas trees are described in the book of Jeremiah. And what do you see a lot of so-called Christians having? Christmas trees. And just all holidays are basically bad. And, it's another thing to worry about, and I don't know why people would want more things to worry about. The more simple our lives are, the better it would be. Another thing to consider is, well, just read the Bible and imagine the world that God would make. Would God create tsunamis or volcanoes or, man-eating monsters? What do you think? You're gonna have to look into your instincts and look into your memory and remember the things that were pressed out of your head. Remember what it was like before you got programmed by society. It's pretty hard to let go of things. I'm still struggling to lose my programmed mindset that was pounded into me my whole life. Part of the magic is they basically make you contort your own mind. They tell you to think something and then you twist your mind into some weird shape and it ruins your life. I don't really have a better way to phrase that right now. Maybe I will some other time. So, this is a Christian channel and I'm not gonna pick fights or say anything mean or whatever, but when a person's being honest, you can just tell. A lot of people, especially when there's some fake drama afoot, they will work themselves up into a huff and they start yelling or pretending to cry or talking about how they're totally crying or just fake things like that. Just these fake emotions that they go over the top with. A lot of people are just dishonest, and I just kind of shudder when I see it. And I'd really like to meet somebody else who's just honest and straightforward.